What's the deal, gang? We back. Everybody had a good day? Night, evening, morning? Back like we never left. I feel like we were just here. Yeah, we called it a stream at noon this morning. I was worn out all day, and then I went to the gym, got back, and I felt great. And then they took out the birthday cake. And now I'm back to being slumped. Whew. How's everybody doing? Congrats to everybody that stayed a little extra on stream this morning. And actually caught another W with us. Whose birthday? No, it's my kid's birthday, but like they brought out the cake again. It's my daughter's birthday yesterday. I wasn't gonna stream yesterday for the private session, but we came back early. Kids went to wash up, take baths, and I was like, fuck it, I'll stream. And we caught a W last night for Asian for private session, and then I was up this morning, and now I'm back to Asian. Yeah, it kind of wears you out. 2 sessions a day. But shit, I said I'm gonna grind through the holidays, so we gonna grind. I mean, I'm trading anyway, right? And I'm gonna be trading this time anyway, so let's see. We're gonna stream. I birthed the baby Wix. Well, she's not much of a baby anymore. She's 11. She be 11. Ready for a nap through the holidays? Feel you. I feel you. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Oh, this is a big break, right? From 16 or 1800 that we had on stream this morning to 400 for the Asian session. Let's see what's going on here. Weekly pulling up. Oh, wait, chat. Let's let this play out, and then we'll finish the analyzation. This is more important. Get to the analysis. Daily, we closed bullish at a support, right? As we predicted yesterday. Remember yesterday? Oh, well, whoever was in the private session, remember we said the previous daily closed bearish, but it did not close bearish below the most recent or the overall. So highly likely we come up and close bullish today. And that is what happened. Our top of the range here seems to be roughly 2045 areas. Let's drop down to the smaller time frame. Let's see. Let's see what we can reject. And let's see what we're emulating from the past, right? What areas are we mirroring? So it seems to me this right here, okay, like this right here. And if that's the case, sorry, like that pull right there. And if that's the case, let's zoom in on it. Okay, now let's go back to today. So this seems to fall in line. This seems to fall in line as well. I think this is more valid. Sheesh. It's a lot of range, right? That looks small for a second. Chat, hold on a second. They had too much cake, so now 9, 10, and 11. I'm sorry, Wicks 10, 11, and 12 are running around fucking destroying the house. Okay, what I will look for, I think I will look for sells below 2024.59, but if we can hold this area as a support and start closing back above 2026 here, I think this area right here, we will look for buys once we come down. Whoa, that's, I don't know what the fuck that is. Wrong button. Yep, perfect. I think this level at 2037 is kind of irrelevant for the session. Let's see if we can just come back to the highs here. Right now, you're asking Wixwell, what are we looking for? Buys or sells? And at this moment, I have to admit to you, I don't know. I don't know yet what the market is going to give us, but we need some more candles to print. I need to see an indication of either a drive down, a drive up, something. I'm not trying to be stuck in a range, right? I just need indication of volume because we had this massive push and we came back down into this range. I want to see if we hold this as a support at 2026 and come back up, or what are we going to do? Let it push. Let it give us an indication of what it wants to do. We're in this Nasty little smaller time frame range, and that's okay. So we're not doing anything at this area. Daily closed bullish, so I would expect us to fill the daily wick after a bottom wick here, right? Because even if, okay, so even if we're, right, we're bullish right now, but even if we were to come down against the daily bias, we're still looking for this, right? We're still looking for that rejection, right? We're still looking for this rejection. Yeah, we closed bullish today, but now we closed bullish. If we were gonna come down off of this candle would have probably opened straight down. It wouldn't have held here, or it wouldn't have made this top wick. Like, if this was enough to drive, it drives. But right now it wasn't. So since the daily closed bullish, we're gonna highly likely we break the previous daily highs in order to grab orders at the next resistance or former resistance to come back down. So either way, up or down, bullish or bearish, we're going to need to break the daily highs. And if that's the case, if we're expecting to break the daily high, can we take buys up to break this area? Can we take buys to there from wherever we are? So my train of thought here is, can we establish a support, or can we break down back in range just to come back up and close above? Right? Can we see I want to see an indication of volume. If there's volume in the market, we'll break out of this range. Bullish or bearish, will break out. If we can do this, right? If we can break out like that, and then close back in range, I'm gonna look for buys, right? I'm gonna look for this bottom wick, and highly likely I'll enter off the bottom wick if that's an hourly closure to come, and a 4-hour closure, right? To come back up. Right, because if the 4-hour closes bullish here and we come down with a bottom wick initially, I'm looking for buys to come up and retest 2034. But for now, I need to see an indication of, you know, of volume, not just direction. Once we get volume, it'll be easier to establish direction as well. And you can apply this, right, on a smaller time frame. Like, we come down to the 30 here, right? We held support, and this is where we got, right? And now it's rejecting. So if this support here wasn't enough to break this area, we have to come down lower than this, probably into this area, in order to come up above here, right? And the rest. So if we are going to do that, then, like I always say, right, it can be buys or sells. It just depends on perspective and where you are in the market and in the cycle. So right now we can have buys or sells depending on how it sets up, right? That's why I said I don't know what we're going to do here, because I'm going to need to see an indication of volume. Once we get volume, it'll tell us, it'll give us more information. And once we get some closures outside the range, right, it'll give us indication of where we might be headed as well. Let's just let the market drive first. We have not seen anything. We have just opened for today. It's a bit of a different approach here than from the New York session standpoint. But candles are candles, right? They mean what they mean. Oh, wow. Eagles, Seahawks, Monday Night Football. Oh, you're going to see that on SportsCenter. Da-na-na. Gonna be fire, yeah. I said it before. I like Jalen Hurts. I'm a big fan, and I think he's playing sick tonight. He's got an illness, as they put it. First. Marcus Story look funny right now. Yeah. Hold on, let me clear this. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I got it in front of me. They're on the 16-yard line right now. Jalen keeps it. Up, tosses it. Nope, no yardage. Did you catch the move earlier? We caught 2 moves earlier. The double whammy this morning. I don't know what's up with YouTube. It doesn't update my likes, so I keep seeing like 10 likes, but I'm pretty sure it's more than that. But whatever it is, if you forgot to drop a like when you came in here, do so. What was that, bullish push? We got in on a bullish push. Bullish push. It was at 11. Right here. We had, I think, right there. Yeah. We had a buy at the end of the stream. This second position right here. See buys plus 10 and runner 20. We closed the runner at 20. Yeah. We had an entry right here on the flip of this candle. It made that bottom wick flip. This was after the stream credits this morning. And then we literally closed right there at the tip of the wick for the runners. Called it and everything on stream, and then got stopped out at BE. If you held. Honestly, if I held, I would definitely been stopped out at BE. And then it took off. 1, 2. 2 candles later. So that was 2:30 minutes. Exactly 1 hour later after our trade it took off. I don't know. Did anyone hold? Did anyone not move stops to be here and hold? Let it go into drawdown? I mean, after I'm up 20 pips, I would have a hard time letting the trade go back into drawdown. Yeah, we were break even at like 6 pips. Didn't take a trade today. That's cool. Still a W. Exactly, right? Didn't see what I wanted to. Don't trade it. Get okay. Oh, they about to. He's just gonna run it in here. Wow. It's gonna be his easiest touchdown of the night. Three-yard rushing touchdown. They just let him run it in. Yeah. When they ask Bougie what he does for a living, he says eat. Bougie eats for a living. Like that's his that's his side hustle, dog. You do that shit like a pro. Always. Always eating. Alright. Sports holding, is it? We're gonna have to see some closures. He'd be like, it's my #1 hobby. Sorry, the one with 12 plus runner, the runner hit BE. It says 12 plus runner BE. Runner BE. Plus 12, runner BE. Nah, man. Bougie, what you eating, bro? Salmon with pasta, finished with a bowl of ice cream. Now we fast till 3 to fucking nuts. Was it? Did you give it some time before you actually had the ice cream? Wix, you ready for CAD CPI tomorrow? Man.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Straight up. Hope we might get a trade for a good sleep. It's nearly 3 hours after midnight here. Oh, you're staying up late. How's the gym? It was good and it was packed. And the roof was leaking. It's funny. They had a huge fucking leak right in the middle of the gym. The shit was coming down like Niagara. Every 5 minutes they had somebody replacing the buckets. I was like, y'all just should have the showers right here. Fuck it. Just public shower. Stream number 15 in a row for me. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Beautiful. Just don't burn out. Will it fill the wick to resistance? We don't know. The 30 just closed bullish. So that's interesting, but the previous hourly is extremely bare and we are still coming down. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this was the top wick for it to come down. We'll see. Maybe this is the bottom wick for the 30 to come back up. I would say we'd come back down just... Oh, no. We didn't respect it. We closed above here. Probably the bottom wick to come up. Very similar to the second trade this morning. We'll see. We'll see. This hasn't given me an indication of anything. You doing New York tonight again? It's tomorrow. Yeah, we're in New York. How you and Don met? Well, like face to face. See? He was touristing. Hello, it's me. I'm touristing. And I was at the airport with a big D sign and he was touristing. Tinder match. Yeah, he swiped right. Early. First time we met face to face was I picked him up from the airport with a big D sign. That was the first. What up? Your trade's still up. No way. Say it ain't so. Okay. And they're gone. Fix Wix Lite. Is it you or Don getting into trading first? It was completely separate of each other. Those were decisions made individually. Hello. We didn't know each other at the time. Yeah, no top wick on 15. I know. Great team, you and Vo. Yes, sir. We're a great team. Batman and Robin. Siskel and Ebert. Hansel and Gretel. Kim and Kanye. That last one was wild. You okay, Wix? Yeah, I'm staring at a ship station commercial. I'm bullish on the daily. But what we do here will depend on how we print, most likely for the 4-hour. Because we've been in this ugly range. I want to see us get out of it, or I want to see us respect it. I want to see what we're doing. Bearish flag. Maybe. Maybe. Hold on, chat. I just got the 2-minute warning that the kiddos are going to sleep, chat. So this brings us to a timeout, right? We're gonna have our 2-minute warning, a little timeout. I'm gonna go wish the kids good night. Give them a kiss. I'm going to tell them winter vacation is canceled. School is for the rest of the year through New Year's. They're going to be so happy to fall asleep right now. Hold on, chat. All right. Perfect. They're falling asleep and crying. This is awesome. No, just kidding. They're not crying. They're happy. They smushed me. How many trades do you take weekly? Maybe anywhere between 5 and 10 average. I'd say maybe like 7 to 8 trades a week. 7's a good number. I think 7's pretty solid. Appreciate you. Theorex, their waste. Thank you for coming through. Drop a like before you dip. Sub to the channel. Have a good evening. You think we can get another camera shift to your cute side like we did this morning? Nope. You're stuck with the beast tonight. You get beauty in the morning, beast in the evening. Just your average overtrader. Yeah, chat. Ziggy. For you and everyone else that's overtrading. Hit up 1-800-GOT-CLAPPED for the margin call center, where you can tell your sad Sad blown account story. Voy a secha. That felt a little personal. Wait, what are you talking about? Not about me. Me? I'm trolling. I love Ziggy. Ziggy's in the Zoom. Oh, Tino? Yeah. I don't care what they say about you, Tino. You're alright in my book. I don't care what everyone says behind your back. You're great. What are they saying behind his back? You know. He's great. I wouldn't swing it based on what time of the year it is. I would swing it based on where we are, maybe on the monthly and weekly time frame. What the fuck? Oh, I love you, chat. You guys are funny. And the market is funny at the moment as well. It's a dumpling. I had dumplings today. Yo, y'all better leave Tino alone. He's lucky I haven't given him mod powers yet. Wait, weren't you a mod here before? What happened? I swear you were a mod, or downstream. I think you were a mod somewhere. Any reason why I had this huge push? I don't know. I didn't see. I wasn't around on the market for that, so I didn't see that it happened until I just came back onto the streams. You could probably look through the news, see what's going on. Rain Zushi, welcome. Drop a like, sub to the channel. Can you go into detail? So, you meant on a swing? Let's go to the monthly. If the monthly closes doji, we can basically... Okay. So, monthly closes doji. You have to understand a lot of indecision in this candle. A lot of indecision in this candle, like it didn't happen. Now the ranges are still there. You understand where, right? Where the ranges were. I know I'm drawing in black on a black screen, but hopefully you guys have don't have 380p and can see this. But these are your ranges, right? You still have that candle. You blocked it out, but that, you've established ranges above the previous all-time high. The only thing you understand is there was indecision in that candle, and you're going to need to have a drive up. So I would look for a bottom wick on the next monthly candle, right? And wait for it to flip to drive up. Now, if it's a monthly, you could probably swing it for 100, 200 pips, right? 150 pips. But the better idea is if we actually break down on the monthly, because I wouldn't take the swing up. I would just day trade it, because I'm just basing it on what it's looking like, and it's looking like we're going to close doji. But if this thing, right, on the monthly comes back down in range below 1988, you're looking to grab a top wick at 2036 maybe, or where all these top wicks have shown up, maybe 2060, 2050, and you're looking for that swing back down to 1800s, back to 1820. So this is what you would want to see on the monthly. If you were looking for, that's the only swing I think I would be thinking of taking, is if we come back down and close like this on the monthly, right, with this big wick, then we are closing back in range. Now you're looking for a top wick here. Once you see this top wick, this is your entries, understanding that we will go back in range. Now it'll take a few months for that to play out. I think Don's swing was like 2 or 3 months as well. And on the weekly, you see how we closed back above on the weekly right now? So you would want to actually create a top wick today or tomorrow, this week, and start breaking down below the previous week. Right? If we can start breaking these lows here, which it's quite possible, right? We got 2 weeks left. We can see some bearish momentum this week, especially because the first thing we did this week, right now, we started off with a top wick. So highly likely we still flip and we still come down to maybe 1970, 1980, but maybe even lower, 1960 area. It's possible that it happens before the end of the year, but you really want to come down for a swing position below 1991, below 19, even right here, probably 1976.20 on the monthly. If you can close below there, that would be your swing position, because that would take you, yeah, if the market behaves the way you want it to, it would take you down to 1620s before creating a support and driving back to all-time highs. It's you're a while away from swings, the way I would see the market, right? You're weeks away from actually taking a swing position for the market to set up. Remember, you're also going to have, when you're swinging, you have weeks to manage risk. You don't manage risk in the next 10 minutes or tomorrow. You'll have like a week or two to see the market driving against you and make a decision on what you're going to do, or the market driving for you, right? Risk management is on a much bigger scale when you're swinging. So it can't be off of a move. It's got to be off of like big closure, weekly closures, daily closures. That's how you would probably manage the swing. You trade any other pair off stream? No. Any you recommend for a beginner? I like gold. I think you should learn and stick to what you learn. All right. What are we doing? 8 minutes here for this hourly to close, and as the 4 hours closing, it's decision time. Use the same lot size when you're swinging or scalping. Use a smaller lot size. It really depends on the stops. Wait, I should get a clap. That's right. Yo, Asians. Let's see what happens. Finally ordered a cam to be on Zoom with y'all. W. Eddie. Oh. Still nothing grabbed, right, at this area. When we drove down just now, we've never come up above 2033. Oh. How are we? We are good, Hugh. How are you? I'm well. Doing very well. Sorry, I didn't mean to make 620 of y'all yawn just now, but it is what it is. A broker you recommend? Anyone that pays you out. Enjoyed the New York session? Yes, sir. Boop. How'd you learn to trade? Experience trading real money, losing a lot of money. It's flip the tape time. Advice for beginners? I don't know. Rewatch the streams. Honestly, there's so much advice in there. I think every session there's a question that says, "What's your advice for beginners?" Whatever funds you're gonna trade initially, use the lowest possible lot size and trade live with the lowest possible lot size. I don't care if you're dropping 100 grand or $100. Trade with the lowest lot size so you can learn as much as possible with whatever you're investing or whatever you're putting in. House number 420. Actually, you know what's crazy? The house I moved from, the house number was 420. The house I moved from a few months back. And I never wanted to say anything because I didn't want people to go out looking for house number 420. But now that I moved, I don't care. And I'm letting you know that my previous house number was 420. It's crazy. After 8 months of pain and suffering, it's been 4 weeks. I've been consistent. Felt like it's now happening. I hope so. Taking over New York session while Don's on break? No. I'm streaming. Don's retired. Retired till January. I mean, it's kind of up to him until when he's retired, right? All right, we closed below the most recent, but I don't think we closed below the overall here. The hourly. I have no positions here, chat. It closed below the most recent, but not enough for me to think we're gonna drive unless we come up here with a steep top wick and flip. Right? What you want here is a break of the previous candle low, and then you want a top wick. This would be ideal, right? A top wick and then a break of the low again. Later, Farzo. Why people say doing this forever isn't the objective? Because at some point you're making too much money to really have this as a priority. At some point, like, this does not become a priority. At some point it's like, well, do I stream or do I fucking fly to Bali today? I think I'm just gonna fly to Bali. Right? But like, trading, yeah, trading's up because it's a skill you'll never lose once you learn it, right? It's easy to just go print money. But streaming, it's It's very tough to do this day. It's a lot of stress, a lot of, you know, unnecessary stress and unnecessary pressure if you're not one of those people. But if you are, you still feel like the burnout, right? Like it's hard to do something for a long time at peak level, right? At like optimal level. Like I'm tired already, but you know, 2 sessions. We did 4 hours in the morning, and we're gonna do a couple hours here. That's basically like a full-time job streaming. Well, today streaming. I want that YouTube button though. I think that's pretty dope, having a YouTube button. Because then my kids can flex to their friends that their dad's a YouTuber, right? It's worth it just for that. Using his PTO. Morning wicks and night wicks is two different things. Yeah. This is the wind down session. The morning session was just jokes for a couple hours till we set up. Famous YouTuber? No, not really. I don't care for famous YouTuber. I don't want people to recognize me. I just want the YouTube button. You gonna teach your kids how to trade once they get older? Not really, if they want to, but you know, not really. They're all girls. They're just not their thing. They want to sing and act and dance and ride horses and all that. But would I want them to be in this industry? It's definitely a no. Like I don't want like the shit I went through to learn trading, to you know get consistent and get profitable. Like it's like that roller coaster. I don't want them to live through that. I want them to have a happy and stress-free life. It's 9 and volume, right? 4 hours strong bearish. Not much of a top wick. I wish we had a bit more of a top wick, but the 4 hour, if you look at close at this support too. Yeah, it'll drive through here. Very interesting. Let's see, we might have a position off of 15 here, but I need this 15 to drive down. If the 15 closes like this, I'm okay with taking sells if we get a top wick up to 2027. If we tap 2027 and then flip down here and the 15 closes below 2025.7, then we are good to go, right? Because this seems to be the area, right, that takes us down here with these wicks, and now we're going to close below the most recent and the overall on the 15. So if we do close below it, right, like that, then I'm looking for a top wick roughly to this area. So if we do get that closure and we get that top wick like this, we'll have sell stops right here on the flip to finish off the range and continue down. So that's the nearest thing I could look for. You know Mr. Beast? Yeah, we were just hanging out before the stream. He went home. Might build a lab for her? Yeah, whatever. Fucking. Okay, Mr. White. Might build a lab For my girlfriend. Sure. We see the homie. We see God Molecule on an episode of Cops. Talking about my girl loves science. Sure. Short on the flip, stops above highs, 5 pip tight. 5 pip stops. Should work. If there's volume, why not? Your daughter. Oh, yeah. Your father of the year. Open a lab for your daughter. Matter of fact, let me know when you do that. We could go into business together. What van I plan to buy? Well, if me and God Molecule are going to business together, it's probably going to be like a extra large Astro van or a fucking some I don't know, some Breaking Bad shit. It's going to be a fucking Winnebago. So it's going to be. Are we coming down here? Is there volume here? There is. There's volume. 5 is going to close here. Give me top wick. 5 closing, respecting support. Look, respecting the 5. All right, there's a 5 area right here. But the higher time frames are so bearish, I doubt we're not going to drive through. Just because the 5 close respecting here. It's very small indication. Highly likely we fill the range. When do you know to take a sell buy stop instead of weekend? It's a constant explanation, or it's an everyday explanation, right? Like it's something that's asked every single day. But if you just watch, like nothing I can tell you will teach you how to apply it. And that's what you really want to know, not just the concept, but the application. And if you just watch and show up, you will understand. It's going to take time. There's no shortcuts. Oh, there's the drive. It's all right. The chat. Let's wait. This 15. Be patient. I don't know if that statement is necessarily true, MindSpark. We just notice a lot of it because we trade gold, so we notice all the time. I don't know, maybe if I had the GJ chart up in front of me all day long, I'd probably, I don't know, then I'd be able to tell you. I just want you to, I want to tell you guys that not every time that you see the market pushing, it means, oh, that's the drive. Majority of time, that's not the drive. Look at where the drives are like one candle and then you see 100. Chances are that's not the drive. If it drives here, great drives, but you really want it off the higher time frame and leading into the smaller time frame, leading back into the higher time frame. Yeah, chat. Anime world. He's our best employee here at the Margin Call Center. That's how he picks up the phone. Sup? One minute here for the 15. It looks big, right? It looks like a big range. It's not. It's like 8, 10 pips to the break. I'm struggling to take a position here in this level because of all these rejections here. At some point, these candles were really bearish. This was a really bearish move here, and it just rejected. I want to see what kind of closures we get. 15 no bottom wick. Well, that's gonna keep us out here for at least this next 5-minute candle. Because yeah, the 15 doesn't have a bottom wick here, but if the 5 makes one and comes back up, that gives us a bottom wick that we can now use as range. Or we wait on a 30 close. This would be lovely if this thing can flip and close bullish on the 30. Gotta wait. Bounce off 2023 Asian was strong yesterday. Can you please go back to buzz cut? That's a negative. By 2023, I don't know. Right now I see us driving down here. Maybe with volume we should have expected this with the 9 p.m. overlap, but we'll see. We'll see if we can come back up here and reject. It's hard to be in off the rip here on the hourly. And you also, if you're not off the rip, you're waiting for a top wick. It's hard to be in with no top wick. And the 4-hour closed above a support. So there's nowhere here where I would take a trade. But if the 30 can close here in 10 minutes before filling the range, that's quite a possibility after a top wick. You ever use RSI divergence? No. Why? Because it's a lagging indicator and I can tell what's happening on the charts by looking at the candles before the RSI tells me when it's a good time to take a position. And by the time it does tell you anything, it's already too late. $20 pip dub to end the day. Yes, nice, nice. Volume, yeah, it's driving down. See what happens. Bullish flip. Bullish flip. I don't know. Probably not. The way the 4 hours are printing here, I don't know. We'll see. Next meet and greet, London. March, April, May, sometime then. It's going to be the pre-summer session. Pre-summer meetup. What's your go-to method? I mean, we have a lot of ways we can approach the market. It really depends on what it's printing, right? What it gives us, and then we apply what we know for that situation. It's not a single strategy. We can switch up flows here. It's just, you have to be able to switch up flows. Stick around or what? Alright, first closure below the range is a 5, and there's also now created a bottom wick. See? Some volume. 22. All right, we got 8 minutes here, 7 minutes and change till this 30 closes. Give me a couple minutes, chat. I gotta piss like a racehorse, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back, and we'll continue. bullish here on the 15. Let's see if we can get a bullish closure. And not just on a 15, on the 30. Yeah, Green's going to the meetup. That doesn't mean he's going to make it there on time. Green, you need to fly out like a good week in advance. You see the way your life is set up? You need to fly out a week earlier. Strong rejection. Yep, that's what we were hoping for. We were looking for. Now let's see if we can close bullish, not just create a bottom wick. Because right now all we're doing is creating a bottom wick, and it depends where and how we close on the 30 is going to determine our next move. A little bit of have some good food. Yeah, everyone's trying to get a session in. Everyone. The Brits, the London boys, everyone's trying to get a session in. Where the Brits at? I have no idea. I know y'all boys don't hit legs, so we can do chest. Green is a leg monster. You seen Green do fucking leg day 4 times a week? He doesn't post a gym session unless it's leg day. Only leg day. Hold on, chat. Oh, I forgot I was muted. Let's see how we close here. We got 1 minute to go for this 30. We close like we are right now, the same way. I will not be in a position unless we get a steep top wick. Well, steep top wick, I mean we come down, we come up to 2027 before making a bottom wick, and then come back down and flip. Then we have our advantage point of the wick, which is 22 pips here. 30 seconds. Let's just see what happens. But lock it in. We might have positions soon. Really depends on how this next candle opens up. Oh, it depends how we close too, because we got 20 seconds, 15 seconds. We might come up here. Will we? We close below here. Let's see if we can come up with a top wick here. I want the hourly to break its own high, right? Once the hourly breaks its own high, I'll set a sell stop which is basically the break of the previous 30 high. Because if we can do that, I'll set a sell stop here on the break of the 30 low. What's the 15 close? Ooh, and the 15 close with no top wick. I would like to break, ideally, to break the previous 30 high. Might not. I'm a little more confident that if it doesn't, because of the no top wick on the 15, also no bottom wick, right? On the 5. I want a steeper wick, chat. But that might be it, right? If this is the top wick here, I'm not gonna take this position. It looks solid, right? Just for the except for the fact that the top wick is very small. I want us to try to attempt to come back up in range here and fail and drive down. Okay, okay. Okay. Our release flipped. Bullish. Can it re-break its own high? Almost, huh? The volume song? Yeah, I know. But we gotta lock it in here. Once we break the previous 30 high, the current hourly high, then I'll set sell stops. Right now, it can drive, right? It's holding. It can drive down. I'm just not as confident in it as I would be if we did come up to create that top wick. It's respecting the 15 wick. I don't know what it's respecting. I just know what we needed to do in order for us to have some decent position. It's just rejecting there, huh? Alright. Come on up. 5 flip, tried, couldn't. That was interesting. This is ridiculous. Which part? This is standard operating procedure. Is it the flip coming up here? I'm not in here, chat. I'm not in. It looks so juicy, but I wanted the re-break of the highs. I'm not confident that this can really hold as a resist. It might, right? It might come down further here, and it's likely. But then if that happens, then I'll just look for positions on either on the next hour or I'll wait for positions. Wait, how does that 15? Is it coming back against the 7 minutes? Tape flip is coming up. No, not even close. There's a supply you can take sells from based on the 15-minute. What'd you just call me? I don't even know what that is. Hey, yo, Eddie, yo, yo. Take it easy. Wix, I'm never in your trades, and you are never in my trades. Our trades shall never meet. Wow, what a kick. All right, coming on up, come on. Break the highs. Oh, damn it. No trade feels a lot better than being a loser. Yeah. Of course. Wix, we have achieved perfect asynchronicity. Yes, we are complete reciprocals of each other. You incomplete me, my friend. Think it's gonna be pretty dead tonight. I'm gonna get out. Yep. I mean, there's an indication of volume. We just no entries so far. Yeah, if we break the 30 highs, I'll have a sell stop. Funny thing is though, that's a 4-hour flip breaking the highs here. And typically the 4 hours should take over, right? So we might start seeing a drive up and a bullish hourly close, at which point there are no sells. Oh, it's going to try again. And I think it might drive this time. Huh? Tino got entries 2023. Yeah, that's something you would do. So, right here, this is your entry, you sick puppy. All right, are we finally coming down? Did it decide to do its thing? To re-break the lows? Like the saying goes, maybe the next 5? Excuse me, chat, sorry. Yeah, good shit, Tino. Press the button. Too late now. Generally, we go to the 5 minutes smallest time frame. Yes, unless it's news, then I'll drop down to the 1. Because news, like if it's FOMC and it's really volatile, I'll drop down to the 1 if it's the first 5-minute candle of the news. That's about it. Yeah, unemployment, NFP, or FOMC. Let's go try again. This is a 15 closing, right? So now you have a top wick and a strong push up. You might get a bottom wick here, chat, because now you're holding, you're back in range here on the 5 and you're holding that support. Right, you're holding this area right here. If you close above it, which you just did, the 15's close back in range here, so highly likely you make a bottom wick here and then drive up to the top of the range. Well, you're back in range. Highly likely you come back in range, but we'll see. There's no positions here. We either make a steep bottom wick and flip bullish on this 15 before we close on the hourly, or we kind of stuck waiting for the hourly close to see what it does. And when I say bottom wick, I mean I want to tap 2024.9. That'll give me that'll show me that the market has tried to come down and it couldn't, right? And it flip, at which point I'll expect to drive up to the top of the range. You could do whatever, right? It could come back down again also, and this will be a fake out. If it breaks down and closes below to continue down, and the hourly will close bear. So there's a lot of things it can do here in the last 15. But unless it comes down and taps 2024.9 and flips bullish, I will not be in a position. And I think that's okay, right? We had a position last night. We had 2 positions this morning for New York session. Like, Yanez had a W, Huss had a W. Like, it's not everything's a position, but when they come, they're profitable. See, they're telling different stories here. The 30, the 1 hour, the 15. Excuse me. The 5. 5:15 are telling a bullish story. The 30 and the 1 are telling a bearish story. And the 4 hours saying go fuck yourself. It's holding support for now. Might get a position. Well, I don't know. Depending on how we print, this might be a lovely position for pre-London London. Captain, New York session had 2 trades, 12 and 20. Is December worst month for trading? I don't think so. I think it's pretty on par with the other months. December is already more profitable for me, I think, than May. May or June. One of those 2 months. You have friends in the Philippines? No, but I know people from the Philippines. It's just kind of the same thing. They're just not there now. December isn't as bad as people are saying. It's historically a lower volume month, but market's open, right? You can take advantage of it. Oh, what did we just do? We broke down, huh? The 30 actually broke down here. What did it give you? 9. Yeah, it might push here for the... Look at this. Right on the hourly close. It waited the entire hour to fucking start moving. So chat, look what it did, right? It created that bottom wick here that we were talking about. And we still have 9 minutes here. If we can flip bullish here, 30, break out of highs. So if we can flip bullish before the hour's end, I might have positions. If it doesn't, then we'll look for sells on the hourly close on the next hour. We'll see. If it closes below 2024.535, if it closes above it, we'll probably call it a session. Okay? But it's looking good because it's finally moving and it drove. So now we have We have volume. Let's see if we can get direction here on the hourly close. Not enough of a top wick here though for us to have entries. I guessed that trade perfectly. I know. I know. You did guess it perfectly. Matus. Eddie, what up, Bougie? What's going on, fellas? How's everybody doing?
Hi, sorry.
How's it going, bro?
Chilling. Same shit, different toilet seat. You know how it goes. How do you grow your account to a bigger account? By starting off with little money? All right. 3 letters. J-O-B.
Deposit more.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think like the account that I'm growing now, I think initially these funds initially came from a $5,000 account that I deposited more money into until it was like it was 5, and then I grew it a little bit, and then I added more, and then I grew it a little bit to, I think it was like I stopped adding money at like 20 something, 23, 24, something like that. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna keep trading.
Yeah, that's at the point where I'm at now. I'm not trying to flip an account. I'm not even worried about the lot size. I'm just worried about winning the trade and depositing every week.
Yeah, I mean, you win consistently enough. Eventually, you're gonna be like, all right, I just need some more funds to deposit. When the profits are big enough, when you're like, shit, I don't need to deposit anymore because I'm like the profits are growing my account pretty quickly. Then you're like, all right, then no more deposits. I can continue growing it, right? It should just take off if you're consistently profitable.
You feel like you're stuck in a rat race trying to flip $100 account. It's
It
not
just
worth
won't
it.
happen, and it's not worth it. You'd rather learn as much as possible, not flip it, because eventually, once you learn, you can just add more, deposit more, and trade bigger. Save a little, work for like the summer, take 3-4 months, but it doesn't matter. Over time, deposit extra, and then if you're profitable, you shouldn't be too worried. Yeah, money comes automatically. Money comes as a byproduct, right, of just winning. So it's the money is more of the side effect of being a good trader, not really, right? The effect.
You get like anxiety when you're worried about trying to flip an account instead of worrying about winning the trade.
Anytime you're thinking about money, right? Anything that has to do with money and making it or losing it will bring out anxiety in you. So it's insignificant to such an extent, right? Where it won't bother you, and then you can make logical decisions. And then once you get into the habit of doing that and you're winning, you can slowly add more, and it won't bother you because you're slowly adding more. You're slowly building that internal mechanism, right? You're putting mechanisms in place to be able to take bigger trades, to be able to make quality decisions in the face of big drawdown, right? Because like, and you're able to do all these things consistently. So, and all of that is just going to come from experience and not stressing about the money part of it and just worrying about the win. Making sure
That's
you
what's helped
take
me
your
the
position.
most.
Yep. Once you get money out of it, and that's not a a um, a variable in your decision making here on the charts, right? Then you're going to be a much better trader. You're going to have a clearer head. You're going to make better decisions, higher quality decisions.
Some of y'all are trading near payday, trying to make that phone bill right before. That's not gonna work.
Phone bill, or not even just rent days. It's just you want to come up, you borrow money, right? You have people that are on your ass for borrowing money. It's like, or people that have access to seeing you trade, and it's like, there's so many things that so that you're taking on that that have no business being here when you're trying to make, high quality decisions.
Mm-hmm. Especially high quality decisions about money.
Can't have emotions. Easy to say, hard to do, but once you make it a habit, you're just gonna be
Practice.
you're just gonna be automatic. It's gonna be, rinse and repeat. Just like every day trading, it's like Groundhog Day, right? You're repeating the same thing day in and day out, not worrying about that result, but the overall, right? The entire body of work.
This is a craft. You got to take pride in it.
True. If you get good at it, yeah, you gotta absolutely be proud of that you're succeeding in something that has a really low success rate. Not everybody can do it. 15% of my weekly paycheck added to my account. I think it might be a good way for some to slowly build an account. Yes, from low money, but if you're new to trading or you're not consistent or profitable yet, adding money, it should be irrelevant. What should be relevant is trading at the smallest risk possible.
A lot of people want to grow their account, but they're not profitable yet.
They're not consistent, right? You have to. People will have, like I posted today, right? The false sense of success, where you'll take a month or two of winning, right? And then you're like, oh shit, I'm unstoppable. And it's those next few months that are key, right? You need to see yourself do this, because after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, people are like, all right, I got it finally. And then after a month, they're like, I got it. And then they lose it all. And then the next time they try, it's like takes 3-4 months. Or they're like, holy shit, I've never been profitable for this long, or I've never been consistent for this long, right? And it's 3 months. And meanwhile, you look at the body of work over the year, and you're still down money. And really look year over year improvement. You need time in here to be able to tell if you're profitable or not. You need to be able to lose money, and then you need to be able to make everything that you've lost while learning to trade back, right? I said it this morning, I think, for New York session, where a good barometer, I guess, or a good scale, right? A good way to tell if you're on your way to being profitable now is if it took you faster to make everything you've lost back. Like, let's say it took you a year to lose 30,000, right, to learn trading, and now it took you 6 months to make it all back. You're profitable, right? You're making money at a much faster rate than you're losing it, right? So now is the time to start really putting funds in. But until that moment happens where you've made all your money back and you've done it at a faster pace than you've lost the money, then if you've done that, then I think you should be pretty confident in your ability to grow an account. But until then, trials and tribulations, my friends. All right, we just closed here, and we closed bearish, but we closed bearish respecting 2024. Remember I said if we close above 2024.4.5, I'll probably call it a session, and if we close below it, we'll look for the sells down. We closed above it, so I think we might hold this as a support. Even if we do come down a little bit, highly likely we kind of range here, right? If we don't, great, whatever, you guys can trade, but this is just what the market is showing me, and because of that, I'm gonna have to call it a stream. We will be back at midnight. I think Kieran is on. At 3 a.m. Yanez is on for London, and I think at 4 or 5 a.m. you have Huss on for pre-NY, right? And I will see you guys in the New York session. If any of the Brits are in here, if any of the London gang is here, or any of the other devious streamers are in here, yo, DM me before the stream tomorrow so I can send you guys the Zoom link, all right? Or, I don't know, I gotta post it somewhere. Tell me where I can post it that just you guys get it. I can't post it in the same spot as Don posts his because that's locked only for Don. But for the New York session, I will absolutely open up to you guys if you just let me know. We need to agree on a place where we could send that link. All right, gang. I'm gonna call it a session here. It's been a great day. It's a bit of a slow Asian start picking up at the end, but no confirmations really for anything here. All right, that's our session. Mods, thank you so much. Green, appreciate you. My God, left early this morning. What was that, bro? You missed the second trade. One mod stayed. What happened? Green just dipped, right? Green dipped this morning, and only I think Spectral stayed for that second trade.
I was at work, so
No. I need notes. You heard books? Yeah, but you also got to know that it ain't over until until it's over. Our outro song ended, and I turned on the stream, and I was like, all right, I'm taking it by here. You the mod god. You supposed to be omnipresent everywhere. Did you start the stream again after calling the morning session, the Asian session? Yeah, I didn't restart the stream. I just, once the outro was done playing, I continued the stream because we had a position. But I didn't turn off the stream and then restart it. No. It was the same stream. So if you look at the replay, just look after the credits after the end of the stream. And then we stayed on for another like hour. I called the stream, I know, but the credits rolled and then the market actually started driving right when the credits were playing. So I came back. So, you know, you got to be on your toes. There's opportunities everywhere. You just got to be able to look at them or look for them and notice them. Almost feels like we've been streaming for 24 hours. It's gonna feel like I've been streaming for a fucking week straight at the end of the week. I'm not fucking leaving. We hit 20. Yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Right? At hopefully earlier than today. Today I was on at 8 a.m. Tomorrow I'll try to hop on at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll be on. Between then, catch the rest of the Devious gang. Kieran, Yanez, and Huss. Also, same time, same place. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Asian session will be in full swing, and I will see you guys mañana, right? Love and wisdom to you all, chat. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Drop a like, sub to the channel before you dip. And everyone in the Zoom, thank you guys so much. Everyone that's on cam, Mateus, Eddie, Bougie, bring me some food next time, please. I'm fucking starving right now, dog. I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving, Marvin. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. And oh shit, our outro song is already started, but let me rewind that back. Perfect. Perfect.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
All right, gang. That's it for our session. And just like that, I'm gonna get it right this time. Another Asian session is in the books. Good night, everybody.
Good night, brother.
All right, chat. You know what we're gonna do here? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go to sleep. I'm not coming back this time. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in New York. No more trading for the day. The session's over. I'm not coming back. Good night.